when you're in the right going to war and you're taking people's lives, I still think it's going to affect you because I don't think we're born to kill other people.
No, we're not.
You know what I mean?
It's
And
necessary that we
it's
do.
absolutely necessary. And that's the excuse you can hold.
Right.
And you can also feel bad about killing people. You can also hope peace could be.
Yeah.
The necessary evil of taking human life is going to affect you in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've said this quite a bit. It's when I go do the resiliency talks. It's like going to war, preparing for war, killing people in war, like all those things. Like we were never created to do that. Whether people are Christian or not, I firmly am with certainty believe that we were created by God to create us for with a plan and purpose for our lives.
Right. For love.
But it was yes, the love is. It was never to do this.
Yeah.
But it's necessary, and we know it's necessary even in the Bible, right?
Absolutely.
God has raised up good men to extinguish evil, but it's still not by design. So there's a consequence to that, and the consequence is anxiety, depression, PTSD, hopelessness, like physiological effects from the stress of combat, all these
coming
things.
back and relating to people who haven't done it and finding that common ground where they're proud of what you did and you're proud of what you did, and it's okay. Some guys, I think there's guilt there. A lot of people have survivor's guilt. You know, I have a lot of survivor's guilt. Doing what I think it would help a lot of guys is it's necessary. Like you're saying, it's necessary. It's okay to have hurt for things you've done. If you're a real human, you should have emotion.
Sure.
Guilt probably isn't the right thing, and no one should. You know, the liberals and you know, guys who came back from Vietnam that were like spit on and thrown stuff out, like then they felt bad about whether even they volunteered or they were forced to do a job they didn't want to do. And then they feel bad about it. And I think that guilt amplifies PTSD, honestly.
Absolutely, yeah, yeah.
Back in the day, it was like lift heavy, go to war. And then they're like, okay, well, we need longevity, mental and physical. And there was like, okay, physical longevity, let's help guys because it's constantly going to war and it breaks you down physically, it breaks you down mentally. You know, guys over years, many deployments that just having trouble, of course.
Yeah.
Then it's been really important the last, I don't know how many years, mental health, right? And guys come forward and work on it. Those are really good shifts in taking care of the individual for longevity. And if you fight a long war, you need that longevity in the guys who have the combat experience, and you want them to stand. So when there's a administration and there's not a lot of war going on, you haven't given these guys, you haven't taken the ropes off, you haven't opened the door to these guys to be able to do work and take care of our enemies of the world. Guys are like, you know what, I'm out.
Yeah.
You know, I joined for this X, Y, and Z, and this is killing the morale. We're not taking care of the enemy. Enemies are getting let go and traded. Like, you're like, screw you to your government. And you're like, I don't want to be a part of this. I want to be part of why I joined because I'm a protector and I love my country, you know, destroys morale.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen the same thing. And I think clearly, and not saying it's a direct attribution to not only the recruitment, but the retention. And the retention is, it takes that institutional knowledge out of the institution and to be prepared for the next fight.
Right.
I mean, you go to some units there's probably some SEAL teams. You go to the platoon and you'll probably have like 2 or 3 combat vets in it.
Yeah.
In the platoon.
Yeah. It's I think, I mean, the best thing is no war. Right. I mean, peace is incredible.
Right.
But it's not going to happen. And there's certain people that are good at certain things and compartmentalizing and protectors and want to do this. They need to be supported the same way as our law enforcement. There's always bad cops and there's amazing law enforcement. To give them the support and the training and the development needed, you know, is what we need to do. And those guys have been on the of the stick.
Very, very true. Very true. Anybody, I guess, shout out to someone you want to remember you lost?
I mean, there's Gio. I got buddies I probably have 4 or 5 buddies who've killed themselves. And then, you know, Brad Kavner, Derek Benson, Aaron Vaughn, Jesse Pittman, guys in Extortion 17, you know, lost a few buddies there.
Too many, unfortunately.
Yeah, and there'll be more. But, you know, it's interesting. A lot of the guys from my era are like, have been getting out in the last couple of years and they're moving on to do different jobs and being successful. And it's really incredible. And it's blessed to see them grow and being with their family and being with their kids and going to different, you know, learning from different businesses and getting involved. And, you know, the first few years is pretty hard on guys if they don't stay extremely busy. Yeah. But it's good to see guys getting out and moving on. Dan Luna's in master's degree. Like, you have DJ and those guys crushing it, you know, and I love it. 100%. I want to see success. Success is one thing. I want to see happiness among those guys and their relationships.
Yeah, you seem like I'm just getting to know you. You seem like a guy that really cares about people.
Some I don't. I like to kill them. Yeah. The other ones I love them.
Yeah,
there's no in between.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't be. Like, you're either all in or all out when it comes to friendships.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Brazilian family? I am so grateful for each of you who tune in every week to hear our episodes. We have such incredible guests and topics that I am passionate about, our team's passionate about, and we could not do it without you. So we're thankful for you. We love you. We appreciate you locking arms with us to be more informed, to become a more resilient community. And I want to invite you to become a tighter part of that community by joining us on Patreon. If you go to our show notes below, you can click the link and get dialed into our Patreon and get extra content weekly. You could join for $15 a month and get behind-the-scenes footage, get closer access to me. I have monthly Zooms that I'll be doing with some members of the community. And so we'd love to get more involved. Again, go below in the show notes and click the link and join today.